Good evening and a very warm welcome to all of you in today's edition of Youth Folio, our weekly magazine series in which we take you on a virtual trip across the 8 amazingly beautiful states of the Northeast. We show you sites of tourist attraction, we show you current events, achievers, sports, doctors, songs and dances in these pandemic days and lots more. First comes our current issues section. Watch on. Invitational prize money athletics competition brings hopes of revival of sports events in Assam. Security forces organize welfare programs on Gandhi Jayanti. Birsa Munda Stadium inaugurated in Assam. Manipur observes Jananeta Irabot Day. Tripura celebrates the birth anniversary of music maestro Sachin Dev Burman. Nature 2020 Festival in Delhi gives a platform to Northeast artisans. Over 132 athletes from 31 districts of Assam conglomerated at Judges Field, Guwahati on the 2nd of October to participate in 5 sporting events strictly following COVID-19 safety protocols. Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal inaugurated this invitational prize money athletics competition organized jointly by Assam Athletics Association, Assam Olympics Association, and Directorate of Sports and Sports Authority of India. Athletes were given Rs 10,000, Rs 6,000 and Rs 4,000 for securing first, second and third positions in various categories. The event kick-started the revival of sports competitions adhering to the new normal, bringing back hopes of good future for sports people despite the COVID gloom.
Mahamana Mahatma Gandhi Pavitra Janma Jayanti আন্তঃৰাষ্ট্ৰীয় অহিংসা দিৱস বিশ্ব মানৱ সমাজে জাতিৰ পিতা মহাত্মা গান্ধীক শ্ৰদ্ধাৰে স্মৰণ কৰি আজি নিষ্ঠাৰে পালন কৰিছে। গতিকে এনেধৰণে এটি শুভ মুহূৰ্তত খেলুৱৈসকল আপোনালোকে বিভিন্ন জিলাৰ পৰা আহি ইয়াত সমবেত হৈছে আৰু সমগ্ৰ ভাৰতবৰ্ষৰ খেলুৱৈসকলক উৎসাহিত কৰাৰ বাবে আমন্ত্ৰণমূলক প্ৰাইজ মানি এথলেটিক প্ৰতিযোগিতাত আজি আপোনালোকে গুৱাহাটীৰ বুকুত অংশগ্ৰহণ কৰি অতদিনে কোভিড-19ৰ বাবে স্তব্ধ হৈ থকা পুনৰ খেলপথাৰখন আপোনালোকে সক্ৰিয় কৰাৰ যি বলিষ্ঠ পদক্ষেপ লোৱাৰ বাবে আগবাঢ়ি আহিছে তাৰ বাবে মই সকলোকে আন্তৰিকতাৰে অভিনন্দন জ্ঞাপন কৰিছোঁ।
Talking from the podium, Chief Minister Sonowal hailed the many sports people who had pursued different sports with dedication without any guarantee of earning and constrained by limited infrastructure. He assured that his government would try to ensure that sports people get suitable incentives so that youth can consider sports as a good career option. Moreover, he informed that under the Chief Minister's Samagra Gramya Unnayan Yojana, 500 grounds were taken up for modernization and improvement.
মুখ্যমন্ত্ৰী সমগ্ৰ গ্ৰাম উন্নয়ন যোজনাৰ আঁচনিৰ অধীনত গাঁৱে গাঁৱে চাহ বাগিচা পাহাৰ ভৈয়াম বৰাক ব্ৰহ্মপুত্ৰ বিভিন্ন ঠাইত যাতে খেলপথাৰবিলাক উন্নত মানদণ্ডৰ হয়, আমাৰ গাঁও বা চাহ বাগিচা বা পাহাৰ বা ভৈয়ামৰ আমাৰ উঠি অহা ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলে যাতে অনুশীলন কৰিবৰ বাবে কোনো অসুবিধা নাপায় তাৰ প্ৰতি লক্ষ্য ৰাখি একেটা আঁচনিৰ ভিতৰতে 5খন ক্ৰিয়া আমি খেলপথাৰ আধুনিকৰণ কৰাৰ বাবে বিশ্বৰ পৰা 25 লাখ টকা আৰ্থিক সাহায্য প্ৰদান কৰি ইতিমধ্যে বহু খেলপথাৰ উন্নত মানদণ্ডৰ কৰি তোলা হৈছে।
Assam Rifles marked the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi this year on the 2nd of October by planting of more than 42,000 saplings in all the garrisons of the force and organizing a cleanliness drive under the Swachhta Abhiyan. In Mizoram, Governor P.S. Sridharan Pillai also joined in the drive. News from Assam Rifles over the last few days include apprehending 2 active cadres of Zeliangrong United Front from Bishanpur Bazar in Manipur, 2 cadres of United Kuki Liberation Army from Churachandpur, Manipur, and 1 cadre of NSCN-K from Burma Camp, Nagaland, with arms and ammunition. Arms and ammunition were also recovered from a hideout of Liberation Tigers of Tribals in Manipur. Additionally, Assam Rifles seized gold bars worth over rupees 1.5 crore, besides areca nuts worth rupees 28 lakh and heroin worth rupees 20 lakh from Mizoram. The SSB troops meanwhile recovered 2 live toke geckos from Assam's Buxa district. It must be noted that in the past too, smugglers have been nabbed in the northeast with live geckos. Various body parts of these geckos are used in Chinese medicines. Sources say that the Chinese use the adhesive property of the feet of these geckos for injury healing instead of conventional stitching of wounds. Furthermore, the BSF in Mizoram intercepted 2 vehicles carrying a huge cache of arms and ammunition. Apart from nabbing of miscreants, beneficial civic action programs of Assam Rifles in the past week include organizing awareness drive on COVID-19, participating in a Fit India movement walk, and repair and restoration of a makeshift bridge in Choklangan village in Noklak district of Nagaland. The CRPF organized a Fit India Freedom Run in Manipur to commemorate Mahatma Gandhi's birth anniversary, wherein over 200 participants, including young and elderly, men and women, took part. The tea tribes of Assam, including the Mundas, Oraons, Kharias, etc., rejoiced and danced despite the corona pandemic, albeit with masks on, even as Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal inaugurated the Birsa Munda Stadium at Chapat Tea Estate, Dhubri, and unveiled the statue of the great freedom fighter Birsa Munda, whom the tribal people consider as God. Birsa Munda is the only tribal leader whose portrait hangs in the parliament. His statues can be found across the country, and books on his bravery and anecdotes of his life are innumerable. Birsa Munda is known for his relentless fight for the rights of the tribal people. A sports stadium in his name, constructed at a cost of rupees 97.72 lakh under the CSR scheme by Oil India, will rightly pay homage to the soul of the departed leader by encouraging the youth. Manipur observed Jananeta Irabot Day, or the birth anniversary of freedom fighter Hijam Irabot Singh, on the 30th of September with solemn dignity, with Chief Minister and other legislators and commoners paying tributes to the great leader at various venues of the state. Owing to the pandemic situation, the celebration was understated this year, but the feelings of reverence to the great leader was palpable. In the years of yore, one used to see many public rallies and processions, songs and dances by every section of society, including the transgender population, on this day. Born on the 30th of September 1896, Hijam Irabot Singh worked tirelessly for unity and prosperity of Manipur. He supported the women's Nupilal movement and urged people for social change and agricultural reforms. Reverberated with songs songs and dances, albeit maintaining corona protocol, to celebrate the birth anniversary of legendary music maestro late Sachin Dev Burman on the 1st of October. A member of the erstwhile royal family of the state, Sachin Dev Burman's songs are still evergreen. Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Dev started the state function at Rabindra Satabarshiki Bhavan, Agartala, by paying tribute to the bust of the son of the soil. Many dignitaries and commoners of the state followed. The Chief Minister eulogized the ace musician and urged the youth to follow his footsteps. Sachin Dev Burman began his career with Bengali films in 1937 and later shifted to Hindi film industry, where he composed over 100 hit film songs.
और दे जाते हैं यादें तन्हाई में तड़पाने को.
Nature Bazaar under Delhi Tourism has started an on-ground festival of crafts in which states of the Northeast too have been invited. This will be among the first slow and cautious steps with precautions undertaken after lockdown reopened to bring back semblance of normalcy. The ongoing Festival of Crafts will stretch till October first week in this venue, which is very near Delhi's famous Chhattarpur metro station. From Manipur, a stall of Eastern Women and Child Development Organization had a large spread of colorful Kona products, recycled plastic bags and baskets, black stone pottery items, attractive cloth masks, and so on. Salesperson Sangeeta told us that lockdown had hit them hard, and despite Delhi government slashing their rent for the stalls to half, it was difficult to sustain.
दिक्कत तो बहुत ज़्यादा हो रही है क्योंकि जब कोरोना नहीं था तब तो चलो हो जाती थी सेल, मगर इस टाइम तो रेंट निकालना भी मुश्किल हो रहा है. रेंट प्लस सैलरी बहुत मुसीबत हो रही है.
Artisans in other venues too are expressing about similar woes. Ruby from Assam, for instance, regretted that she had got in a huge array of cane and bamboo crafts, jute bags, and so on. She said that her small cooperative, which includes over 30 artisans, had filled up their store areas with crafts during the lockdown, but are now finding it difficult to sell. The few customers who trickled in Nature Heart were very happy with the spread of products and said that they felt comfortable shopping in an open-air market which was taking so much precautions. The management on its part is leaving no stone unturned in trying to bring in customers and help the artisans.
मैं यहाँ दस्तकार आई हूँ घूमने और सामान परचेज़ करने. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं यहाँ आई, यहाँ पे काफ़ी अच्छे कोविड-19 जैसे चल रहा है उसके लिए काफ़ी फैसिलिटीज़ प्रोवाइड की गई हैं. और फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यहाँ पर जब मैंने एंटर किया तो मेरे को सैनिटाइज़र ऑफ़र किया गया और दैन और स्कैन टेम्परेचर चेक किया गया मेरा. और दैन मैं यहाँ पर आई हूँ. ये है स्टॉल है एक, मैंने यहाँ से एक बास्केट ख़रीदा है, काफ़ी प्यारा कलर है इसका और यहाँ पे काफ़ी चीज़ें देखने को है, देख सकते हैं आप, नई नई चीज़ें हैं.
After a series of lockdown, we have just unlocked our Galiye Khas, which is a line of the permanent, which is a permanent line, and which is open from Monday to all the days, 7 days, and except Wednesday. And here we will find the different craft skills with the different from the different regions. You will find the basketry from the northeast. You will find the basketry from the UP. There will be the embroidery from Kashmir, from Dari weaving from UP. Then there will be a West Bengal Kantha stitch from West Bengal. So you will find a variety of skills available in our Galiye Khas. All can come and shop and encourage these crafts groups because they have actually suffered a lot from these lockdown, and so it is our duty to promote these craft skills and help these crafts groups.
We will go in for a very short break here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with you in a few seconds' time. First World, a complete monthly magazine of the Northeast, read by who's who of the land. Packaging news and current affairs, sports, culture, festivals, achievers, life in Metro and lots more. Buy the magazine today from stalls across the Northeast and New Delhi at ₹50 per copy, or subscribe for 12 issues by paying ₹550 online. For details, contact 98101 29327. Doctors and other medical professionals, as well as frontline workers, are the real heroes and heroines who people across the world are looking up to. For our next segment, we shall bring you up close with Dr. Sally Rajkumari from Manipur, young in age but tall in achievements. Watch on. She might be just in her mid-20s, but even at this young age, Dr. Shelly Rajkumari from Manipur, who works as junior resident doctor at Delhi government-run Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya Hospital, is no less than a guardian angel for many patients. An alumni of Imphaal's famous Nirmalabha School and Herbert School, Dr. Shelly has done her MBBS from China.
I'm currently working in Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya Hospital, Government of Delhi, and I am working in the casualty department, and my duties include handling emergency patients like trauma patients, high BP patients, heart attack patients, and our job is to make this emergency patients become stable.
Like most doctors working in hospitals in today's testing times, under the new normal, Dr. Shelly too says that rendering service for long hours wearing the PPE is a challenge. Added to this is their regular exposure to patients and hence the risk of catching the infections. It must be remembered here that COVID-19 has unfortunately claimed the lives of many doctors across the globe, and yet they continue to serve us selflessly, proving that they are the real heroes of the world.
As a doctor, the challenges we face during this COVID pandemic is that we have to wear the personal protective equipment kit, which is PPE kit, and we have to sit in that PPE for continuous 6 hours and do duty, which is very hot. And now the government has banned the use of centralized AC. We are not even able to use the facility of AC, so it becomes really hot for us. And the next thing is like any patient comes to our casualty department and we don't know whether they are positive or they are whatever. Sometimes patients who are positive patient, they come without hiding their report and not telling us like they are positive. But we have to touch each and every single one of them because this is our job.
Back in her small Delhi rented apartment, Dr. Shelly can be found reading, cooking, doing yoga and other chores. Her suggestion for improvement of health among masses in the Northeast in general and Manipur in particular is spreading of health education and awareness.
In my opinion, how healthcare can be improved in Manipur is first of all education and awareness among the rural population. The thing is, so many people like in villages and in rural areas, they don't know about, they don't have a proper idea of what is going around. So we need to make proper awareness programs and we have to educate educate the people of the villages and all this thing. And like I feel like there are less doctors in my state, so I think we should give employment to more doctors.
Friends, we've reached the wind-up time for this episode. we've also reached the time in which we announce the names of the contest winners of this episode. Check out. For our contest section, we had asked how many current members of parliament hail from Mizoram. Name them. The answer is Mizoram has sent 2 MPs in the current parliament. They are C. Lal Rosanga in the Lok Sabha and K. Vanlal Vena in the Rajya Sabha. The winners are Surjal Thakuria from Silchar, Assam, Dhrubajit Roy from Agartala, Tripura, and Jessica Khongsai from Shillong, Meghalaya. Well done, winners. We shall recharge your mobile phones with ₹500 each within a week's time. For this week, we want all you viewers to write back the locations of these tourist attractions: Nir Mahal, Jatinga, Maibam Lokpaching and Yuksam. Write back the names of both the states and the districts. Rush your entries to youth_folio@yahoo.com or SMS or WhatsApp to 98101-29327. Don't forget to tune in to Youth Folio again next Saturday at 7:30 p.m. only on DD Assam. You could also check our earlier episodes on YouTube, and please also subscribe to our Vision channel on YouTube. See you all next Saturday. Until then, goodbye and take very good care of yourselves.